Nick Gunnar, a former soldier, lives in Chicago. He lives in poverty due to his past work as a mercenary. However, because of his honor and integrity, he always refused evil offers, which is one of the reasons for his poverty. One day, he is offered a mission to go and evict the inhabitants of an island near the coast of Thailand. The inhabitants are preventing a company from mining bird droppings to extract nitrogen for energy. Nick refuses at first, but when he learns that the mission comes from his former commander and mentor, he agrees. Nick starts gathering the necessary team for the mission, consisting of his friends who are also mercenaries. Nick and the team head to the island to begin their mission. Upon seeing the island's inhabitants, Nick notices something strange. The islanders do not fear him or the weapons carried by the team. It seemed normal to them. It was as if they were receiving tourists, not a team of mercenaries coming to kill them. Initially, the inhabitants appear to be peaceful people. Nick and his team try to persuade them to leave peacefully, but they fail. As days pass, Nick begins to respect their simple life. He learns from stories told on the island that the inhabitants' ancestors were once warlords in the region. However, they died and left behind peaceful descendants who do not like war and fighting. Later, Nick discovers that the islanders are actually masters of warfare and combat like their ancestors, and their courage is unparalleled. After spending some time on the island, Nick decides to help the inhabitants defend their land and to finally have a cause he believes in. However, the team is divided because some do not accept the situation. Nick and 3 of his team members decide to stay and help the inhabitants defend their land. The inhabitants begin setting traps for the invaders. When the battle begins between the two sides, Nick is surprised to find his former commander and comrade leading the team coming to destroy him. But Nick does not back down. The fight continues for days. The inhabitants start killing the invading team through skillful traps and ambushes until most of the team is dead, leaving only the colonel, Nick's commander, and his former comrade, Kiefer. In the final confrontation, Bo, who had been speaking for the island the entire time, appears with the heads of the company owners who tried to seize the island. When the colonel sees that the company owners have been killed and the mission is over, he decides to leave. But Kiefer, Nick's former comrade who hates Nick, has a different opinion. He decides the war is not over and, when the colonel sternly orders him to stop, Kiefer shoots him. A fierce fight ensues between Kiefer and Nick, ending with Nick killing Kiefer in a brutal manner. Nick bids farewell to the islanders and the remaining members of his team, thanks them, and decides to live the rest of his life in peace with the islanders.